Hi friends, today we are going to see demo on Snowflake Zero Copy Clone. If you have not gone through my Snowflake Zero Copy Clone recent blog in Medium portal, I would suggest to please have a look. Let's move to demo. I'm connected as sysadmin from my Snowflake trial account and I have pre-created all the script to save some time. So I'm creating the transient database naming cloning demo. The only purpose to create a transient database is to save some storage cost. I'm going to create an employee table on which I am going to load the data using Wizard. To load from the Wizard, first I have to provide the file format. So I've created a simple CSV file format with all the default parameters. So if I click on the left hand side, you can see that I have a cloning demo database with public schema and employee table created. So now I will click on demo database. I will select employee table. I will click on load data. I will use this default warehouse. I will select the employee table, employee01.csv. Click on next. And I will select the default file format which I have just created. Not the default, actually, which I have just created. So it is selected as default because it was the only created. I'll click on next. I will select the default one and say load. So it has loaded 5 numbers of records. Let's go on worksheet and query the employee table and see whether 5 number records are visible here or not. So we can see 5 numbers of records are there. So that means the load was successful. Now my target is to clone the employee table with a new table known as employee clone. So syntax is very simple. I will provide the new table name which I want to create out of clone, then a clone keyword, and then the source table, that which is employee in this case. So now my employee clone is created successfully. That means the clone was successful. Whenever we do a clone, it doesn't copy the content of the source table. Rather, it just copy the metadata of the table and maintain a reference to the storage. That means the clone table always share the storage of the source table, and it will only create a new partition in case we do any kind of a modification on employee clone. And both will maintain the separate both can maintain their separate life cycle, meaning if I do any kind of operation on employee clone, it is not going to impact this table, source table, and if I go and change any kind of records on employee table, it's not going to impact employee clone. So let's see employee clone. So you can see that it was successfully cloned and 5 number of rows are still visible here. So till now we have not done any kind of a change on employee clone, so it's maintaining the shared data. One thing we have to keep in mind that when we do a clone, it's actually copying the metadata, not the data. And also the load metadata of the employee table is not being copied along with cloning. So that means while loading the employee table, I have used employee01.csv file, but the load metadata of that employee table was not cloned. That means if I again import the same file, it will allow me. But if I try to do the same thing with employee table, it will bypass the same and not reload because the load metadata was present in employee table. So let's see that in action. So I will click on load database. I click on employee clone. I will click on load data. I will do same thing what I did for employee table. I will select the same file. Click on next, CSV file format, next, and load. Yes, it's done. So now if we click, sorry. So now if you click on worksheet and select and query the employee clone table, you will see that there are 10 numbers of records. And if I sort with first name, we will see that each row is now duplicated. So that means that when I do a clone, the metadata was copied, but not the load metadata. And if I query the employee table, you can see still that has 5 numbers of records. Now say if I want to delete the record from the clone table, will it also impact the source table? Let's see. So I deleted all the records. That means now employee clone is having 0 records. So let's see whether employee table also means like having any impact of this delete. No, but that employee table still have 5 numbers of records because employee clone was created out of copy of metadata, not the actual data. So that means when we delete the records from the employee clone, the metadata which was copied was deleted rather than the actual source table data. Similarly, if I want to clone a database, how would I do that? So the syntax is pretty much similar to the table clone table clone. Rather, or instead of database table name, I will use the database name. So here I am going to clone the cloning demo database which I created as the initial part of this demo with a new database name with cloning demo underscore clone db. So now the cloning has been done for the database. I will select the newly created database, that is my clone database, and I will see whether all the table are cloned successfully here or not. So I can see that both the table was cloned from the source database under new database name. So if I click on left hand side, I click on refresh, I can see now I have two database. One is cloning demo which was source, and now another which is cloning demo underscore clone db, and both having the same structure, both has the public schema and both has employee and employee clone table. Now say if I drop the table, both the table from my clone database, will it also impact the source database? Let's see. So now you can see that I don't have any table in my clone database. Now I will switch my database to my source database which is cloning demo. And now I will see whether I have the table here or not. So you can see that I still have the table present in my source database, but it was deleted from the clone database. So that's okay. Now that means that while cloning the database, we copied the metadata of the database, not the actual data. So if I want to, third scenario would be if I want to clone the schema. How would I do that? So for that I am going to use my cloned database which I cloned recently, and then I will like to clone the public schema of that database with a new name as learning everyday. So now if I refresh on left hand side on my cloned database, you can see that I have two schema. One is public, which is blank because I dropped all the tables from that public schema, and then learning everyday, which is also blank because we cloned just from the public schema. Now I'm going to create a table on the learning everyday schema with the name schema clone. So if I refresh, I can see that now a single table got created in learning everyday schema, and now I'm going to insert a dummy record there, and then I'm going to select the table to see whether record had been inserted successfully or not. So I can see that one record had been inserted successfully, and if I refresh again, we can see that the public schema is still empty. That means while cloning the schema, it also copy the metadata and not the actual data, and both schema can be maintained independently. Both have different life cycle. The fourth scenario which I want to cover in this demo is how to clone the file format. So if you remember on the initial phase of this demo, I have created one file format named as CSV. So today I'm going to clone the same into from different schema. So I'm going to use my same database and newly cloned schema, and I'm going to clone the CSV file format from public schema to my learning everyday schema with the name public CSV. So syntax for all the cloning is pretty much same. Instead of database or the table or the schema, I would use the file format, and then the target name, and then clone keyword, and then source object name. Now I'm going to use the show file format in the schema syntax to show all the file formats. So here, if you look closely, you will see that I have two file format. One is CSV, which was created as part of cloning of the database, and there's another file format which is named as public CSV, which was created as cloning of file format, which I just created. So thank you guys. That's all for today's demo. If you like my demo, please subscribe to my channel and like and share with your friends. Thank you.